Hi, hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to MindEase with Sandra. How have you been? I hope you've been taking care of yourself. Remember, what we'll talk about here every time that your mental health is important. I hope you've been taking care of yourself. Welcome to another episode on MindEase with Sandra. On today's episode, we're going to treat something we've treated before, but in another form, right? Because it's really very important that we understand these things and we begin to align and take care of ourselves. All right, today we're talking about starting again after emotional exhaustion. You know that feeling when you're not just tired, but tired in your heart. Let me just put it like that. Like you've tried, you've given, you've showed up, and now you just feel empty, not lazy, not weak, just drained. You wake up, you go about your day, you even smile, but deep down, something just feels off. And the hardest part, you can't always explain it. Truth is, emotional exhaustion doesn't just happen in one day, right? It comes from carrying too much for too long, from being strong when you really needed a break, from putting yourself last again and again, until one day your mind and your body just say, I can't keep doing this. If you're in that space right now, I need you to hear this clearly. There is nothing wrong with you. You are not failing. You're just tired and you need care too. Starting again after feeling like this can be scary because it's not just about moving on, right? It's about finding yourself again. And honestly, that doesn't happen all at once. It doesn't. So start small. Some days, starting again just feel getting out of means just getting out of bed, as simple as that. Other days it means saying no without feeling guilty. We keep saying this. There are things you can say no to without feeling guilty. You don't always need to be a people pleaser, especially when you're going against yourself and your mental health and your peace. You don't have to do that. Sometimes it's just allowing yourself to feel what you've been holding in. You can allow yourself to feel it. No pressure, no rush. You don't need to have everything figured out at once, like right now. You don't need to. Healing is not always loud. Sometimes it's quiet, slow, even uncomfortable. But it's still happening. And yes, you can start again. Not as who you used to be, not as that, but as someone who has learned, someone who understands their limit, someone who finally knows they deserve peace too. Take it one day at a time. Be gentle with yourself. You've been through a lot, even if nobody saw it. And this moment right here on My Ears with Sandra, this is your beginning to start taking care of yourself. This is My Ears with Sandra, and you're allowed to start again. Remember what we say here? You really do matter. So everything we talked about right now can align it with some psychological theories like the one by Carl Rogers. You can look that up. Carl Rogers, the person-centered psychology. It speaks on focusing on yourself, focus on self-acceptance, something like that, yes. Where it tells you that there's nothing wrong with you, that you need to accept yourself and begin to work on yourself. More like an emphasis on being heard, understood, and not judged, right? So this particular theory encourages gentleness with self and emotional awareness. So you can look through that. Carl Rogers, okay? And another theory that speaks to what we are talking about now is the one by Maslach and later, yes. So that one kind of reflects on emotional exhaustion, right? It talks a bit more on feeling drained, empty, and disconnected. You can read through that as well, right? So we are looking at you being okay, being sure that each day you wake up and you go about your duties and you're fine. Learning to take care of yourself and being aware of your environment, taking care of your mental health and your mental well-being. This is Sandra at MindEase with Sandra. Hope to see you again soon.